And I've noticed that in today's society, everyone is in a hurry. Rush, 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 rush. Go, 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 go. So I've become a singer of extremely short songs. My presentation can best be described by a quote from the late George Burns, who said, "In the beginning, there was nothing. Then God said, let there be light. And there was light. There was still nothing, but you could see it a whole lot better." Now, the first challenge I want to talk with you about is one we've all faced. And I don't care whether you're a bus driver or a brain surgeon. If you didn't succeed in this challenge, you wouldn't be where you are today. What am I talking about? Potty training. Just imagine what the world would be like if we didn't succeed in potty. No, don't imagine it. It's too grim. I remember my first success. My parents were so happy. They hugged me and kissed me, gave me many, many kisses, told me what a wonderful little boy I was. And I thought to myself, boy, if just taking a dump in this little pot makes them so happy, I'm going to have a wonderful childhood. And I did. Here's a little poem I think you'll enjoy. It's called Foolish Frank's Pain. And Foolish Frank's a character in both my books, but this is about his pain. It goes like this. He pressed his finger to his cheek and felt a lot of pain. He pressed his finger to his neck and felt the pain again. There must be something very wrong, is what poor Frankie thought. He pressed his finger to his chest, and again a pain was brought. He went straight off to the doctor, for he was not one to linger, and sure enough the doctor said, "You've got a broken finger." Here's a short song I think you'll appreciate. It goes like this. Because God made thee mine, I'll cherish thee. I wish you had more time. The next challenge I want to talk to you about is not as significant as the first, but I bring it up because I'm worried about today's youth, today's kids. I'm talking about tying your shoes. You remember when you first tied your shoes? You made a knot, and then another knot, and then another knot, and they were so hot, so you could hardly untie them. But finally you made a bow, and then you made another bow, and then you had it made, and you were proud. I can tie my shoes. I can tie my shoes all by myself. But today's kids, all they wear is flip-flops. When they can learn how to tie their shoes, you know, they could grow up and be successful in business, they could be doctors, lawyers, or they could get hooked on drugs, and they could end up on Skid Row. All that's possible, but first, they should tie their shoes. Now here's another a little poem I think you'll enjoy. It's called Celebrate. Start a parade and strike up the band. Let it be known throughout the land. Tell every person near and far, I got the lid off the pickle jar. And here's another short song. Volare, oh, cantare, oh. If we had more time, we'd love it. Now, the next challenge I faced is one I really enjoyed. It was riding a two-wheel bicycle without training wheels. My parents got me a beautiful black and white swing, and I remember I was pedaling and pedaling and pedaling, trying to learn how to do it, and my dad was running behind me, holding onto the fender so I would keep my balance. And then he let go, and I was on my own. It was exhilarating. It was wonderful. There were a lot of crashes. I probably had more crashes than you see in a destruction derby. But it was great. Bicycle riding became my favorite activity. I was about 10, and a couple years later, I discovered that girls were different than boys, and I thought I should have a girlfriend. So I got one. Her name was Mary Ann, and she had beautiful red eyes. That was me when I was drinking. No, she had red blue eyes. And we did everything together.
And she's like you.
We went to the park, we climbed trees, we played baseball, we went bike riding. I really liked Mary Ann. Not quite as much as my bicycle, but she was pretty good. And then when I was about 15, I faced my toughest challenge, what really worried me. And, you know, when the guys got together, we talked about two things, sports and this other challenge. I was about 15, and it really bothered me, the French kiss. Putting your tongue where? Oh my goodness. What if she bit me? I'd have to go to the doctor and get maybe rabies shots or something. It really worried me, but I got through it. But then, about a year later, I discovered the most fantastic discovery of a lifetime. Sex, orgasms. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, I'll be very honest. Bicycle riding was no longer my favorite activity. And about a year later, I discovered it's even better when you had a partner. Because, you know, the Korean War came along, and I went in the service, and that was a challenge. And then I came out of the service, went to college, that was a challenge. Then I got married, and that was a challenge for a lifetime. But you know, every poet, I think, at one time or another has to write a song about love. And I wrote one that almost got me a divorce. It was called My Love, and it went like this. She makes the night seem like the day. She knows exactly what to say to help me out when I'm in doubt. She never shows a frown or pout. She is the sunshine of my life. She is my next door neighbor's wife. Fortunately, and we didn't get divorced, and we had 2 kids. And I remember when my oldest was about 6, he wanted to play baseball. So I signed him up for Little League. And when I signed him up, they said, you know, we could use it. Oh, I'm almost out of time.
What? Oh, go on.
I'm going to skip. I mean, I was a teacher for many years, and I was working at the playground duty. That's when you go out and make sure the kids aren't killing themselves. And Mrs. Williams was a teacher. She was about 100, I think. I was about 24. But anyway, we're walking. We had a gray asphalt playground, and some kid had taken chalk and written F-U-C-T. And I called Mrs. Williams over and I said, "Look at that, Mrs. Williams. They can't even spell." She said, "What's the matter with you, Richard? They can spell. Don't you recognize past tense?" And then about a year later, I was teaching at a Spanish neighborhood school. All the kids spoke Spanish in kindergarten, and I was working with kindergarten class. I was teaching PE, and I don't speak Spanish. I had a Spanish-speaking aide, but she was absent. And the teacher came out, and her aide was absent also. But anyway, I got the kids in this big circle, and I had this big playground ball, and I was going to throw the ball, roll the ball across the circle, and have them get the ball and then roll it back. So I said, "Okay, when the ball comes, get the ball." And I rolled the ball, and they did this. So I got the ball back, and I said to the teacher, I said, "Would you tell them when the ball comes to get the ball?" And I'm ready to throw the ball again, and I hear her say in English, "When the ball comes, get the ball." And I discovered something at that time. I learned when I'm working with a kindergarten class who speaks nothing but Spanish, and my aide is not there, I will definitely be F. Thank you, everybody.
Richard Myers. Man, that guy hit a home run, his first one ever. Jesus. We might need to bring him back every month. What do you think? Maybe you should be the MC. I'm not anywhere near as good as him. All right, well, we're running a little late, but we have one more performer, a gentleman by the name of Mick.